Hello everyone, my name is Kill Chicken. I'm back with another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Minecraft set number 21149, Alex BigFig with Chicken. This is from Series 1. It says down here that you got the skeleton, Steve, and Alex. I'll be getting Steve later, and I think this pretty much guarantees that there's going to be more than just one series, so that's pretty exciting to see some of the other ones that they're going to be able to come up with, which is pretty cool. And this has 160 pieces and retails for $14.99, so pretty good price to part ratio. On the top, you got the actual size with the minifigure or the BigFig face. And then you just got some other angles of the set, some of the functions, and yeah, you even have like the measurement. So I think that's pretty much it. We can go ahead and build this up and review it. Alright, so here's the instruction book, nothing too fancy. As you can see, you've got the QR code down here for you to scan to get the digital version of the instruction book on the LEGO Life app, but I don't think very many people even have that, so I don't even know why that's a thing. But anyway, in the back you've got LEGO Life app ad, and then you've got the pictures of all the BigFigs in this series. Then over here you've got some of the recent actual LEGO Minecraft sets in the back, and that's pretty much all with any of the ads, and of course you can... So here's Alex and the chicken, but let's take a close look at the chicken before we go to the bigger part of the set. As you can see, it's actually a really good looking chicken. It looks a lot like the chicken actually does in the game. What I'm kind of confused is to why they use like the nougat color for the nose instead of like a darker orange color, which is what they did with the actual chicken in the LEGO Minecraft sets. Over on the sides, like on both of the sides, you can see this part of the side gets more bulk just to show kind of the wing, which I think looks really good. They executed that very well. I'm wondering if they make a baby zombie, if we can stick that on top of here and make a little chicken jockey. That would be pretty cool. And on the bottom, they use this cool kind of like T-piece, which really nice to get that piece in this fairly cheap set, and that just makes up the feet, and it works really well. He's also got a movable head, so you can move it like up and down and make it look like he's eating or whatever you want to do. It's a really cool chicken, actually. So now that we've reviewed this, let's go ahead and take a closer look at Alex herself. And she is a pretty cool BigFig. One of the things that I stressed in the skeleton review is how everything looks good on the front, but then when you come to like the side or the back, that's when it gets a little bit less nice looking, because then you see all the anti-studs, and I just really feel like there should have been some way that you could have smoothed that out, but I just don't know what they could have done without creating new types of pieces for to cover up all these anti-studs. So it's a little bit disappointing. But as you can see, they did a pretty good job blending the pieces together, except right here when you got that one tan piece there. And on her legs, since she has boots, she doesn't have a bunch of different colors on the feet, kind of like how Steve does. I'll probably take a closer look at that in the actual Steve review once I get it. But yeah, the legs overall look really good, except for that little bit of gray right here too. That is kind of these little ball joints. That piece isn't made in brown, so that's why that is there, and you know, those work pretty well. She's on like a 6x6 little light gray base plate, which is I guess kind of cool to get. And then yeah, they work really well. The movement is really smooth. It's not like on one of those jackety little hinges that like kind of snap whenever you move it, kind of like how the skeleton was. So I really like how that turned out. I think you can actually get her in a good walking position just standing there by herself, and that looks really good as well. Coming up more to the torso, they use kind of this sand green color, which looks really good, and you can see she has some of her hair right here, which looks really good as well. And then the face print is really good. I like how they fit it all onto this 2x4 smooth tile, and the hair even looks good on the top, even though it doesn't look quite as accurate as it originally would, but that would have required like an entire new print since the pieces just aren't that small. but overall it looks really good. So probably one of the things that's going to be kind of controversial about these BigFigs is how they kind of have these little play features in the back with this little knob, and if you press it, then you're able to kind of swing the sword or pickaxe or whatever they're holding, and with that you're able to kind of knock over the other characters. So I guess it's kind of cool. The concept was good, but then that hinders you from moving the arm up any more than that, or back any more than this, or just keeping it up in general. It's always going to be a limp arm. So I guess what you could do is in this little peg hole right there, I guess you'll just have to rip this little tan axle piece out and just plug in one of these blue axle / peg pieces to get it so that you're able to keep it posed in whatever place you want it to be. But for now, it's just stuck like this. And then, once you do that, you're going to have a big hole in the back. So if you have some sand green pieces, you'll be able to fill that in if you want. But sand green pieces are actually kind of hard to come by. So kind of taking a closer look at this sword, it's really, really cool. You've just got this giant mold, kind of like with the skeleton, how it had the giant kind of bow and arrow mold. So I really like it. I like how not only did the Lego Minecraft sets invent new molds for the swords, but now the new BigFig sets invent new molds for their little accessories. And the way they got the colors is they basically just use 1x1 tiles, and they just put them on little studs that came on the molded piece, which is pretty cool. I like how they use the diamond color for these, and then kind of the more aqua color for the for more closer to the hilt. So yeah, overall pretty cool looking sword, and that kind of just fits in the hand by you just remove this little tile and put that right there, and then the tile can go right back on, and then now it looks really good. Actually looks a lot like it does in the game. You can also do that with this arm over here because it too has these little studs. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, again, my only complaint is just how everything in the front looks really good, and then the side and the back just don't look the freshest. But now that we've talked mostly about everything on this character, I'm gonna kind of show you some of the stuff that you can do if you have some of the other BigFigs. So here's the skeleton, and as you can see on the top of Alex's head, she has two of these little studs, and that is there because you're able to actually take the helmet off of the skeleton and place it on top of Alex's head to make her wear the helmet. So you can do that if you want, and then also with this bow and arrow, if you don't like how she has this sword, then you can just take it and put the bow right there, and then she now has another weapon. So it's cool that you're able to combine some of the things that are in the other sets to kind of make them more fun to play around with. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, like maybe I helped you decide whether or not you want to go ahead and pick this up for yourself, go ahead and leave a like. And if you enjoyed the rest of my content, be sure to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, be sure to click the bell icon to stay up to date on everything that I post. You'll be getting a nice notification every time I post a video. Stay tuned for other review videos or any custom videos that I have coming out, or maybe any stop motions if I find myself motivated to do that kind of thing. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.